Right now, for those of us who have an abundance of ignorance about this, tell us what is coral? What's a coral reef?
Well, coral themselves are very, very tiny animals. And you know how jellyfish have tentacles? Or do you know anemones, where they have their little tentacles? They look like this. That's actually the structure of a coral, but it's really tiny. And then what you see on a coral reef is actually thousands, millions of these tiny coral polyps, which is the animal, connected together that makes a huge structure of a coral. So when you see those big structures of the corals, like the lettuce corals like this big, that's actually made up of thousands of little polyps all brought together with their skeleton. And that's what makes a coral. And then as those reproduce and make larger and larger fields of corals, that becomes a coral reef.
Now, the coral reefs have a purpose in our ecosystem.
Yeah, they're the rainforests of the sea, some call them. They have amazing biodiversity. They have about 25% of all marine species rely on corals for productivity, for cleaning, for migration routes. They provide food. They provide us with $500 million, or 500 million people with food resources around the world every year. They provide the U.S. with billions and billions of dollars for our economy and around the world. They protect our shorelines from erosion and tropical storms, so they're pretty amazing.